Good evening. As the commemoration of All Saints Day comes to an end, almost 1 million people visit the Manila North Cemetery. For the details, Faith Argusino is reporting live from the city of Manila. Faith?
Whether an estimated 1.1 million people braved the rain to remember their departed relatives here at the Manila North Cemetery as well as at the Manila South Cemetery. According to Manila Police District's data, the total crowd estimate for both Manila North and Manila South cemeteries climbed to over 1.1 million as of 4 p.m., an hour before the end of visiting hours, which is 5 p.m. Of the total, 980,000 people were monitored at the North Cemetery. 150,000 were recorded at the South. This is 16 times higher than the crowd estimate of 60,000 recorded earlier this morning at 8:30 a.m. To ensure the safety of these visitors, the Manila Police District dispatched 279 police man-assisted and inspect items by the graveyard's entrance. Meanwhile, National Capital Region Police Office Director Jose Melencio Nartates Jr. says All Saints Day observance is very peaceful, as he assures that they continuously monitor.
Faith? Can you hear us? We'll go back to that report of Faith Argusino. That's Faith Argusino reporting live from Manila. A survey from the social weather stations released on Wednesday shows that almost half of Filipino families consider themselves living in poverty. The SWS estimates that the number of self-rated poor families is at 13.2 million as of September from 12.5 million in June. This is an increase of around 700,000 families. According to SWS, 48% of Filipinos rated themselves as poor as of September, an increase from the 45% self-poverty rate the SWS noted in June. Data from the survey shows that 34% of families rate themselves as food poor based on the type of food eaten by their families. 35% rate themselves as food borderline, which is in between food poor and not food poor, while 31% say they are not food poor. SWS says the estimated number of self-rated food poor families was 9.2 million in September and June 2023. An international organization of national parliaments says it is appalled over former President Rodrigo Duterte's alleged threat against DAC Teachers Party List Representative France Castro. The Inter-Parliamentary Union criticizes Duterte for his statements, saying it was appalled that the former president directly threatened on air the life of a member of parliament. It adds that this would also have a serious impact on Philippine Congress, as it may deter members from speaking out. Castro and former Kabataan Party List Representative Sara Ilago have raised their concerns before the Inter-Parliamentary Union about having to endure consistent harassment as members of the House of Representatives. The Inter-Parliamentary Union also urges that Castro's complaint against Duterte before the Quezon City Prosecutor's Office will proceed swiftly. It further calls on the Ombudsman to take the necessary action to examine the complaint along with any steps its finding may warrant. Last month, during a nationally broadcast interview, Duterte allegedly uttered statements threatening Castro's life as he discussed his supposed conversations with his daughter, Vice President Sara Duterte, over her confidential funds for 2024. Sought for a comment on this matter, Senator Bato de la Rosa, an ally of the ex-president, tells INQUIRER.net to let our court decide as to the merits of the case if indeed there was a threat. INQUIRER.net reached out to Vice President Sara Duterte for a comment on this matter, but she has yet to give her response. Interior and Local Government Chief Benher Abalos says he is in favor of filing charges against teachers who backed out of serving as poll watchers in the barangay and Sangguniang Kabataan elections, but only if their reasons are not valid. COMELEC previously disclosed that more than 2,500 teachers backed out of serving as poll watchers in the 2023 barangay and SK elections, citing their previous experience of frequent shooting or intimidation. During a forum on Wednesday, reporters asked Abalos about the Commission on Elections' plan to go after teachers who allegedly delayed the barangay and SK elections in some areas of the country by backing out of their poll duties at the last minute. Abalos says he supports the COMELEC's plan.
Well, I would support that. Yes. Bakit? Pinaghandaan yan. They were trained. At pinaka-importante sa lahat, yung mismong araw ng eleksyon. This is suffrage. This is the right to vote. Isipin mo, just because of one act, you will be denying people of that right to suffrage. That's unthinkable.
But Abalos clarifies that he only supports the filing of charges against the educators if their reasons for backing out are invalid.
Unless, of course, may valid reason naman. You must also look at the reason. Baka mamaya naman talaga namang yung lugar nakakatakot. Let me reiterate, if for no reason at all, ganyan ang ginawa, I mean Chairman George, dapat lamang kasunod. However, we should look at the reason. If there's a valid reason for backing up, we understand.
The Manila International Airport Authority says it is looking into the incident reportedly involving a pregnant woman and a family after the woman blocked their vehicle at the Ninoy Aquino International Airport Terminal 3 parking lot. In a statement, MIAA says it is conducting an investigation into the incident that recently went viral on social media. Citing a social media post, MIAA says the woman was unable to find an available parking slot at NAIA Terminal 3 and resorted to blocking someone else's vehicle to address her pressing needs. The family whose car was blocked confronted the woman upon her return. A heated exchange occurred between the two parties, with the woman claiming the family caused damage to her vehicle due to their anger.
Oh! Sige! Tala mo! Ah! Ano? Sige mo! Ah!
Mga nag-CR lang pa.
Mga harang!
MIAA says the woman filed a complaint with the Airport Police Department Terminal 3 section. According to MIAA, security guards assigned to the area will also be questioned for allowing such parking behavior to occur. Pet parents and guardians remember their cherished companions at the Pet Memorial Wall of the Philippine Animal Welfare Society. PAWS says around 500 pets are being commemorated at the Pet Memorial Wall in its animal shelter in Loyola Heights, Quezon City. In this space, pet owners can pray, light candles, offer flowers, or present their pets a favorite food and toy, just like humans do at the cemetery during All Saints' Day or All Souls' Day. The Animal Welfare Organization also says that some pets have been buried in their shelter. But due to limited space, they have only authorized posting of memoirs on the wall since 2010. The Pet Memorial Wall is open for visitors until Thursday, November 2 from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Here's the latest roundup of today's top stories. Thousands of Filipinos flock to cemeteries in observance of Undas 2023. President Bongbong Marcos visits the tomb of his late father at the Libingan ng mga Bayani. And 48% of Filipino families rate themselves poor according to an SWS survey. And these are the stories you need to know today. I'm Neil Mercado. Follow INQUIRER.net on Facebook, X, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and Reddit. For more stories, visit INQUIRER.net. Good evening.